Welcome to Hot Women Wanted.
We're three childhood best friends who have been through it all and talk about it all.
Everything from hot flashes to hot takes to hot topics. So come join us. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hot Women Wanted podcast. This is episode 31. If you're new to the pod, we are really three truly best friends who've been through it all, talk about it all, from hot flashes to hot topics. And here we go. Hi, hotties.
Hi.
I'm sorry, and I didn't introduce my hotties. I'm Julie Cola, and I'm with Meredith Young and Julie Strauss Greeley. And now I can officially say hi, hotties.
Hi, hotties.
Hello.
Hi, guys. How are we feeling? What's the temperature check this week?
Well, as you notice, Mary and I are in two new locations. So I have crazy. Yeah, I'm at the beach. Where I'll be for a little while, and with crazy like beachy stuff behind me. And I am fuming. That's my temperature check. My temperature check is I am enraged. I don't know what temperature that is, 300, because I'm here right now with my husband and my oldest child, who's 24. I have been saying all day, I'm in a new house, I'm a new setup, the whole thing, like making sure I can podcast. Literally from the second I opened my eyes this morning, I was like, I'm podcasting at 6. Just want to let everybody know. Podcasting at 6. I'm going to try to do it in the bedroom, whatever. Nod, yes. 5:47. My husband is in a full biking regalia. And he's like, I'm just going to go on a quick bike ride. I'm like, now? I'm following you all day. And then I can beat it. He rides off into the sunset, literally. Next thing I know, my older daughter walks in exercise clothes. I'm like, where are you going? She's like, oh, I'm going to go for a run. So I'm alone here with the dog who's going crazy in a new space when I told everybody I was recording at 6 and I need some help.
Yeah. Would you like me to beat it? I now have a husband to the left who has come into the room, is in the kitchen, in the refrigerator. Beat it. This is how
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And honestly, God forbid any of us use the ice maker while my husband's on a work Zoom. It's like I go to prison for 3 weeks. I'm like, but no, this is a really opportune time for you to go on a bike ride and you to go on a run and maybe like chasing a totally anxious dog around. I'm ready to murder my entire family. But other than that, doing great.
Well, the weather was really nice today, and all of a sudden, of course, it's the podcast is starting. The thunder outside is so loud.
Oh, it's not raining here. It's raining there. It's
thunder.
Actually raining here too. But I will say,
how is it in beautiful Colorado, Mar?
It is beautiful. For some reason this year, and I don't know why, it's thunderstorms every afternoon. And then I ran into somebody locally, and she was like, every year. I'm like, well, I've been here. This is my third one. So.
I honestly was just going to say that's like from going to Colorado with the girls when they were little, because Todd's whole family's there. That is very common for summer in Colorado.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The weather moves in and out very fast.
Very fast. Yeah.
So my hotties, to keep us on theme, when I say how are you feeling temperature-wise, I really wasn't talking about the weather. I wanted to know menopause-wise, midlife-wise, how are we feeling?
Well, I'm enraged. I don't know. Is that a menopause thing or just a human thing?
I think it's human.
I mean, I call that Tuesday for me.
Really, maybe I'm more enraged because I'm in menopause. I mean, maybe everybody should really stay clear of me. I don't know.
I'm feeling okay, actually. I track my sleep. I track everything, unlike my fellow hotties, but I track my breath. Like I track everything I do. And I've been tracking my sleep, and like my deep is a little down, but I'm trying to get it back up. I've had some major cortisol spikes, just some like work issues and whatever that, and I'm like obsessed with cortisol now because that's the weight gain. That's the weight gain issue. So I've really been trying to control my cortisol. But listen.
Well, I last night went to take my magnesium and it was empty. The bottle was empty. I had a meltdown. And all day long, I'm like, I have it in my calendar. Buy more magnesium. Was all over the place today. I just realized I never bought magnesium.
Oh.
I would have been like, somebody hit me over the head. So just knock me out so I could go to bed.
I would not have slept all night. I would have been.
I have such anxiety about it, like just thinking about it.
Yeah, well, now the anxiety about the magnesium, forget it. Like that alone will keep you up. I mean, yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm still sleeping like a baby. Brought my cervical pillow with me at the beach house.
Can we see your cervical pillow?
Maybe I'll do a little show and tell next time.
Well, that can be you can bring that. Yeah, you can do that next week.
Came along with me.
Yeah.
Moving along. Let's move on to hot flashback.
Oh, I have one.
Got one.
Listen, it's not very flattering for me. And I'm going to ask, I know.
For me.
No, I know. I'm going to chime in, but Mary, why don't you start it?
You're going to have to chime in. So I think, Cole, it was 5th grade, right?
We're flashing back to 5th grade.
Was it really 5th grade?
Was such a rough year for me.
It was
5th grade.
4th grade. 5th
Maybe it was 4th grade, Mary, because you were still in upper school. You were still in upper school.
3rd grade. I was never in upper school. It was I think it was 3rd grade.
No, you were older in 3rd. It was older
guys,
in 3rd grade.
did you guys have Miss Lubitz with me in 3rd grade?
I did.
Okay. Did you have Mrs. Abraham in 4th?
No, we already discussed that. I got exiled.
You had Mrs. Abraham. It was 4th grade then.
Okay, 4th grade. Okay. You sure it wasn't Mrs. Lubitz?
I'm not sure now, but I do remember the birthday party.
God, I loved Mrs. Lubitz. I remember I once saw her in Bloomingdale's. I nearly dropped dead. You know, like when you see your teacher
That's
outside.
my Mrs. Lubitz story, right?
No. Do you not like her?
I loved her.
I loved her.
Okay, listen to me, you guys.
Love talks every Friday. I love Mrs. Lubitz.
I actually credit her with my love of reading, for real.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, listen to this story, and it just haunted me.
Mary, this is your flashback. This is your flashback.
It must be my flashback. It was one of the, haunted me. You guys, I still have nightmares about this. And I remember where I was sitting in Mrs. Lubitz's class. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I'm sitting in my seat, and she goes, Mary, what time is it? And I look up at the clock, and I, panic at that time. It's part of my personality, and I absolutely panic. And I look at the clock, and I'm like, I have no fucking idea what time. Where you put me on the spot like that, Mrs. Lubitz? Anyway, it was like I couldn't even answer. I couldn't barely read the clock. I was like, I cried, and it was that's all I remember about it.
Oh, I love Mrs. Lubitz.
I think we were learning how to tell time in that class, so maybe it was part of the lesson.
Well, pull me aside. How about that?
Well, if you had Mrs. Lubitz, wait, Mary, then you were in my class because we were all in the same class if we all had Mrs. Lubitz.
We were
all in the same class for 3rd grade.
And then
Mrs. Right. Maybe the birthday. Let's save the birthday party for next week.
And dare I say, I think I was exiled. I know I was exiled in 4th grade.
Well, you had Mrs. Who did you have? You did not have Mrs. Abraham.
With Miss Kin, with nobody except exactly. I really got moved to the loser club. I did. We can say it now.
You did.
We can say it now. Listen, if we have any it's not upper school. What the hell is the name of that school?
Northcliffe.
If we have any Northcliffe listeners, any of our old friends, anybody knows, I'm not saying anything out of school, pun intended. I mean, Miss Kin's class was no fun.
Mrs. Abrams was great, and I loved Mrs. Abrams.
And Mrs. Abrams was like a party every day, and I was so jealous. Come out to the blacktop laughing and in the best mood, and I was like, oh, I had the worst year.
No, but then we became really good friends in 4th grade.
We did, but it was a struggle for me. I mean, there was nobody in that class I could really sink my teeth into. There was one person, and
Let's not use real names, right?
And I'm not using the real name.
All right, moving along. Jules, Mary, who's doing the beauty trend today? Beauty trend. Strauss, take it away.
Another one from the inside out. Inside beauty is outside beauty. And along the lines of how everybody will not stop talking about the amount of protein that we have to have. We all know, not only I genuinely, Cole, maybe you're not experiencing this. Mary, I think you are. Not only does your skin get incredibly parched, I genuinely am more thirsty. I really am. I am more thirsty now. But even if I weren't more thirsty, it's about pushing water. I just went to a doctor's appointment before we came out here for the summer, and that doctor's like, are you really drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day? Like really, really pushing the water. So I happen to really like water. I am a water drinker, but it's a lot. I mean, 8 glasses of the plain stuff doesn't go for me. So I found this great product. I was influenced. I don't think it was TikTok influence, but somebody influenced me about this because it's an electrolyte powder drink mix. I hope you guys can see it. It's called Nuun Sport, Nuun Sport. This flavor is strawberry kiwi. And I'm going to open it and try not to spill it all over my laptop, which would just be perfect. But it's like crystals. And you take a little scooper. You mix it in with your water. I have it in my water bottle now. And like one scoop it flavors a whole water bottle, way more than one glass of water. And it makes it so delicious, so delectable. It's low in calorie, low in sugar, and it also gives you this electrolyte boost. So this
is low in calorie and low in sugar, or no calorie, no sugar?
It's not no calorie, but it's low in calorie. And calories 10.
How much sugar?
Total fat 0. Hold on. Like I can read this. Total sugar is less than 1 gram.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm drinking? My sugar-free country time lemonade. That has no electrolytes, but it's delicious.
That looks delicious. But also, I wanted to say this is a stevia product, and it's not the bad stevia with the E, not the word we're not supposed to be having. It's stevia.
Right. Oh,
so it's a win-win, I think, and it's great. And it comes in a lot of flavors: pink lemonade, strawberry kiwi, and they're all like.
And they're all good. Worth trying, definitely worth it, because I need flavor in my water. I'm not a plain water drinker.
Good. They're all good, and I get it. I personally order it on Amazon.
Okay, I may try that.
Yeah, I really like it.
Awesome.
It has helped me really get the water down, so I really like it.
You know what? I always like a water trick.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to hot off the press.
Let's do it.
And I want to start because something very exciting is hot off the press for us. We were talking about last week, we were talking about Jasmine Good, and we were talking about how she literally has been on every reality show. We're obsessed. Like she has been like hitting the reality circuit, like a reality Olympian. And we were joking around about it. And even DCC, I mean, sort of amazing, right?
Amazing.
She was literally on making the team, got the team. And, I mean, it's fabulous. So we post about, Jasmine Good on TikTok, and who commented on our post, but our now friend, Zach Wickman from the Valley.
Jules.
Wickham.
Roll that back. It's Zach Wickham.
I said Zach Wickham.
No, you said Zach Wickman.
No, I did not.
You did just now. You'll see. We'll roll it back. You're going to see it. But it is Wickham. It's Wickham. It's correct on our script. The notes are correct. You just said it wrong.
I don't think I did.
Paige, I'm only
no.
You could have said anything.
I was like, in my head, I was like, please don't say the last name. Please don't say the last name. Zach is sufficient. Zach will do. She went.
How do you pronounce it? Zach
Wickham.
Wickham. He commented, "That's my girl," or "That's my bestie," and it was really cute.
Yes. I mean, this is a real, dare I say, celebrity.
He's a celebrity. And you know what? We love Zach.
A celebrity.
We love Zach. I mean, honestly, he's making the Valley watchable.
He is. And he is the only person putting
fun
Jax in his place.
He's putting Jax in his place. He has the funny, snarky, funny.
He does it. He brings story all day long. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for your work.
We're fans.
We're huge fans. We would love to have you on the pod.
Zach, if you'd love to come on the pod, we would love to have you. We could talk about Jasmine. We could talk about you.
Zach, if you're listening, we love you.
Yeah. We don't have to keep it to like a TikTok chat. Let's do a chat IRL. Let's get on that. That was literally thrilling. I don't know that there's any news that
was really thrilling. That was thrilling. We were thrilled.
That was thrilling.
That's personal for us. That's personal news for us.
Yeah.
That is personal. But also, Mary, do you want to take the second one? Because I'm going to let you do all the Karen Reed news.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. So in very exciting news, and I love Karen Reed, by the way.
Okay.
Just stop it. You take the knife and twist. And by the way, Steven's right. Steven's right. Now I know. And I'm calling him after this podcast, and I'm telling him, Steven, if you're listening, okay, Karen Reed and Alan Jackson are partnering with LBI Productions to develop a movie and book deal, which, listen.
She deserves it.
Snaps for her.
I know.
Like that, they should.
And it has like the happy ending. It has the arc. It has the underdog, hero,
amazing
drama. It has the courtroom drama.
Yeah.
It has the villains. It really has it all. And then it has the victory of her, her victory at the end.
Yes.
My God, I'm
It has
really
the-
excited
it
about
has
that.
Now
There's
even
protesters. It has
even more people are they're now online. There's even more suggestions for who should play her, and they're all good. I think.
Yeah.
I know everyone's doing their casting. I love it. I love it.
And they're actually all good. So I can't wait. I will be lapping that, whatever it is, miniseries, movie.
It's going to be everything. It's going to be, trust me, everyone's going to cash in on this.
Let me tell you something. You know who I would love to step into this production? I don't know who LBI Productions is, but you know who I really feel should take the helm?
I know who you're going to say. What's his face?
Yes.
Are you sure?
What?
Who?
No, Meredith. Not that director. Thanks, though.
I can't think of his name, Julie.
Oh, but we are. And it's got the name Ryan in it. Ryan Murphy.
Oh, Ryan Murphy will definitely do something. Everyone's going to do something. There'll be a Ryan Murphy version. There'll be a movie version.
I feel like Ryan Murphy should be doing it right out of the gate. Let's make it a docuseries. Give me 12 episodes of this. I can't get enough.
Oh, I would love that.
I'm not kidding. I miss Karen Reed on my TikTok. I find myself longing for her.
I already thought about it. It should start with the hung jury. That's how it should open. It's a hung jury. And then you go.
Ending of the first trial.
Yeah, you start with the first trial as a hung jury. Then you go, you keep on going.
Maybe they'll hire us for script writing.
God, I hope so.
Showrunners.
Or quite frankly, production. I mean, we've now produced the whole movie.
Exactly.
Ryan, have your agents call us. We're Hot Women Wanted.
Exactly.
And we can talk about Karen Reed all night. Guys, there's some other big news, though. And Laura stepped down.
Yeah, well, she's stepping down.
Is that very much the Devil Wears Prada? Was she pushed out, or did she step down?
No. I think she has done this forever. She has grandchildren. I think she's done. I think good for her. My God, what an unbelievable career. What an unbelievable visionary. Totally. And she changed the entire game, changed the industry. I mean, go out on a high.
I did notice, like, Vogue has gotten very celebrity driven, and that's really not her. You know what I mean? It's really high fashion.
A lot. Yeah. It has a lot.
Yeah.
Even their Instagram is basically just the Kardashians. I mean, it's almost ridiculous.
She is, by the way. How old is she?
In her 70s?
I would say late 60s, early 70s. I'm sure we could Google it.
Anyone have a computer?
No need to guess. and offend anyone. It's Googleable.
Okay, hold on.
I love when we revert back to our old ways, as if there isn't a vehicle through which you can find any bit of information. We're all like, I wonder how old she is.
Where can we find that information?
75, you guys.
That's great. Yeah.
Well, she always keeps those eyes covered. She's always wearing shades. Listen,
that's the way to go. You can't find a picture of me without my shades on.
Yep.
I dare you.
On this podcast we can, but
right.
Yeah. Could you imagine if we came on the podcast with your shades?
I would do it. Honestly, I would do it.
Listen, my glasses give me a little bit of protection. They, you can see through them, but that's why I never take them off.
I mean, you guys, I was really looking at my bags right before we came on, thinking, wouldn't be bad.
We're not doing that.
We're
not doing that.
All right, what's next?
That again? Cola?
What we're not going to do is we're not going to talk about Leah.
Last season, that was the quote.
Serena
said it, right?
What we're not going to do is we're not going to talk about Leah.
Exactly. All
right, the next one, Jules. Who you want to do the next one?
Well, the next one is our least favorite of the space travelers, Katy Perry. But Mary's favorite concert.
Mary, you never told us about the concert. The Katy Perry getting divorced.
She did. She told us. They left.
I told you not on the pod. But I will say on the pod, Dan and I did. One thing about Dan Young is money that is spent gets used. So we had the tickets and we went, and he was like, we're going to love this. It's going to be great. And we were like wedged in between all these tweens and like screaming tweens with their sequins on and all the things. And I think we left maybe after the first or second song.
It's supposed to be she was supposed to be horrible.
It was terrible. It was not even good. It was terrible. Yeah.
Well, clearly she's going through something because she and Orlando Bloom are over. They were never married, but they have a child together. They've been together forever. They're engaged. They've been engaged forever. And apparently not only is, I feel terribly, don't kick a horse, but
you will kick the horse.
But I will. But not only have we all heard that the concert wasn't great pre this news, but apparently now, not only is the concert not great, but she has taken to
crying.
sobbing.
In the concert? Oh, thank God I didn't see that. Oh.
So this is all really interesting.
What does she sob about? Like, what is she saying?
I don't think she's saying much. I don't know. I don't know.
And then after claiming she's best friends with Lauren Sanchez, she got disinvited to the wedding.
She didn't go. Well, she didn't go. I don't know if she got disinvited or she bowed out because Orlando was there. And let me tell you something. This leads us to our next news point about Oprah getting side-eye for going, and this ridiculous cast of characters. This is so absurd.
Yeah.
The guest list was ridiculous. I can't get over it.
Sydney Sweeney? What's Sydney Sweeney
Come
doing?
on,
Come
give
on.
me a break. This is all the Kardashians. Like, come on,
Yeah.
this is disgusting. But anyway, what a weird PR like grab. And I can't get into the tackiness of the clothing and the event itself, which is shocking because they have more money than God. But I also like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't want to hear him talk one more sentence about the environment, I don't want to hear any of these people actually talk about the environment.
They all took their private jets.
Their
Yeah.
private jets or their mega yachts into Venice. They created all kinds of a carbon footprint for the stupid fucking wedding. I mean, one of the oldest cities in the world. It's like, this is disgusting. And then in the same breath, you're like, oh, the environment, but Leonardo can go fly around on his private jet. This is ridiculous.
Okay, well, just to go back to your earlier statement about the attire, I'm just going to quote Luann, and say, money doesn't buy you class.
So true. Mary, so true.
I hear you on the carpet ribbon. That's a big topic.
Clearly it doesn't.
It does not buy you class. Like,
I know that. I mean,
And also, I have to tell you something. You have this huge public extravaganza. I feel terribly, unless maybe it was their choice. I shouldn't assume. But her kids were there and his kids were not. He has 4 children.
Yeah.
I just think
they were invited, Julie. They didn't want to go.
Of course they were invited, Julie.
They were definitely invited. They didn't want to go.
They didn't want to go.
I don't blame them. Everybody looked like they didn't want to be there. I
I gotta tell you, I know you guys are not into the philanthropy world, but his ex-wife,
Oh, I know. She's amazing.
Scott, is
She's amazing.
trailblazer. Trailblazer.
Who do you think came up with the whole idea when it was just a bookstore? Who do you think? Let's talk about women, smart women, middle-aged women, powerful women, hot women. Let's move on. Let's move on from the Jeff Bezos wedding. Clearly, he's cursed. As soon as we mentioned his name, everything went downhill.
Oh wait, I have a fun thing that's not on our sheet that Mary thinks I should bring up.
Oh.
So they're in the middle of filming Traitors, right? In the castle.
Yeah.
And apparently there's like a local family who had a death in the family and they wanted to have their reception at the castle. And they're like, well, they're filming Traitors. And this family's like very well known in the area. And then people were like, this is horrible. Like, we have to give them the castle. So everybody had to evacuate the castle so they could accommodate the family.
No, that doesn't sound like a real story.
No, it is. I just read it.
Doesn't make it real. Where'd you read it? Like News of the World? I mean,
it wasn't on CNN, but
exactly.
there was people.
I believe it. I believe it.
I don't know.
Mary.
What?
Listen, well, actually, Julie, you were the one who shared the inside production note that they're not really sleeping there and they're not really staying there. So if it's just a filming location, how big of a deal is that really?
Oh, well, they can't film. It's only for a day. It was only for a day.
Yeah, come on. And guess what? They could do one of the outside things.
Right.
I guess they can't.
No, they couldn't do the outside because the whole family's there. They don't want people filming when they're having a reception for a death. It's a funeral.
You don't want like Donna Kelsey walking in the background. Honestly. Although, speaking of filming and reality TV, this is a perfect segue into our next news story, which is about another reality TV show that I don't watch and I've never watched and I don't intend to watch, which is Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, because of Both Say Why.
Yeah. Well, because Jen Affleck and Whitney, I think it's Kevitt, I think that's how you pronounce it, they are going to be on the next season.
Don't you think it's okay? I think that's interesting, but don't you think it's odd that Jen Affleck literally had her baby from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, just had her baby last week. So now she's going to fly to Los Angeles with a newborn? I don't understand this.
Is it filming right now? Is it filming now?
Well,
Yeah,
they got to
come over the summer.
Yeah, they have to. She's got to. First of all, she needs to get in shape too. Like, she just had a baby.
These girls,
These
pop
girls,
right
they
back.
pop them out and they're skinny in 2 seconds.
Honestly, they go home in their jeans.
But I
Like,
mean, if you just had a newborn, Dancing with the Stars is an odd decision.
it's not like me, who I was wearing maternity clothes for the next 9 months.
How about me? At 8 weeks, I'm holding Drew, and somebody's like, "When are you having the baby?" I'm like, "She's in my arms."
Holding her.
Yeah, no. I mean, talk about something that they do not share with women nearly enough is the fact that you leave that hospital
Pregnant.
fully looking very pregnant, and that lasts for months, maybe even years in my case.
It has come back for me in my older age. That little bump down there, I'm like,
I have the Menno belly now. No, baby, I'm going to start telling people that I'm carrying my own grandchildren.
I'm a surrogate.
I'm a surrogate for one of my daughters.
All right, let's move on to the main event of this episode 31, and that's Love Island.
Love Island.
Love Island, which is on every single day. It's almost stressful to keep up.
I'm a convert in the sense that I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the show. I have a lot to say about everybody. I will say I'm sticking to my guns. Maybe this is going to put me back in the hot seat again. This is entirely too much television to watch for one show.
It's a lot of
We
pressure.
talked about this last week. That's Love Island. That's it. You got it. That's it.
Real time. It's in real time.
That's what the fun of it. It's like Big Brother. That's the fun of it, Julie. You're either in or you're out. I thought you were going to say, because what I thought you were going to say was, I am enjoying it because I am enjoying it, and I'm all in. The cast last year was better. I mean, that cast last year.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. This is my first.
Better. They're saying, like, I've read a lot of stuff, but I will say this: that somebody told me that U.S. Love Island UK is 10 times better. Like, we should be watching. I can't commit to it. It's too much.
Too much commitment.
She said you should stop watching Love Island US and start watching.
Now I can't stop.
I have to see this through. Now I'm invested. But I mean, Cordell and Serena last year, but nothing was better than that. That was romance. She was so amazing. I love her.
You guys know that they can't drink alcohol?
Yeah, I noticed that. They don't drink.
They're allowed 2 drinks a day. 2 alcoholic drinks a day. That's it.
You know why? Because they're sharing beds. I bet you that's it. There's like too much bedtime, too much sex. You know what I mean? Too much sexual things.
I guess it's because of really bad behavior years ago. They've been doing this since 2017. There's like no drinking on the show.
I think it has to be because of consent. You know what I mean? There's so much sex.
Imagine Huda did that whole thing, part of which we did not see sober.
They all did.
They all did it. Listen, it wasn't just her. Let's start. It was raise your heartbeat. What was the name of the challenge?
Raise your
heartbeat.
Yeah, raise your heartbeat.
Your heartbeat.
I felt like everybody was going for it. I mean, every single person.
I agree, but I believe there are things that we have not seen.
Yes, I think maybe we're seeing stuff that production wants us to see and not want us to see. But to pull one girl aside when really everybody was like going back and forth and asses were in the air. I mean, everything was going on. Threesomes. I mean, they were really, to call her out. It's give me a break. I don't know. And I'm not even a Huda fan. I'm not even like a diehard for her. I thought it was unfair. And I love Chelley. I'm a Chelley fan.
Chelley's been a favorite of mine from the jump. I'm a Chelley fan too. And I have to say, I spent all of last night's episode being like, what is she talking about? Like, even what she was talking about with Ace, I was like, you're like spinning this into something that it wasn't, and you're such a hypocrite. Like,
and I love Chelley, and I don't love Ace. And last night, I'm like,
me too. I'm like,
I'm kind of team Ace tonight.
Yeah, same. Same. I was like, you know what? Ace should play Alan Jackson. Like, he is making some really good arguments. I'm like, I turned to Jane last night. I'm like, I'm on Ace's side. She was like, really?
You know what? He was, but he was making good. He actually was making very good points. He's kind of like, no, that's not right. He's like,
I guess my only thing is, and I don't disagree with you guys. I really don't. It's just that Huda is so toxic in so many ways. Oh my God. She almost got
so toxic.
I think she was toxic in the beginning.
Listen, take her off the show.
Let's put it this way. She is the show. If you didn't have her, there'd be she's the entertainment.
I agree with you. She's entertaining, but I love
Chelley. I wouldn't call her that entertaining. I love Olandria, but you know, she's about to not hook up with anybody.
I think Amaya is the most entertaining. I really do.
Amaya's very entertaining, but so is Huda's giving the drama. And then what's her face? Sierra's, you know,
I don't think she's toxic. This is what I think. This is my, you know, Dr. Orna analysis of Huda. I feel like she is somebody who got pregnant at 19. She has a 5-year-old. She's all of 24. She admittedly hasn't been dating and hasn't been in any serious relationships, really. She's not with the father of that child. I think this is a very...
By the way, I've seen TikToks of the daughter. They're adorable.
Yes. I don't think I think she's emotionally very immature. That's really what I think.
Well, I just want to say one thing about her, the father of her child. He's very supportive of her online.
Yeah, he's great. He's adorable.
Yeah.
I disagree a little bit, Jules. I would say that she's very, everything about her is like the men focusing on her. Like she really can't, she doesn't have enough. I think what Chelley was saying to her, Chelley
with a CH.
Yeah, Chelley was saying to her was like, you didn't prioritize your friendship there. You prioritized like the focus of the men, and that's what she always prioritizes.
I don't think you could do that with that challenge. Every single person, I disagree with you. So I 100% disagree with you.
I disagree.
I think she does that.
Who here thinks that Chelley is overreacting?
I think Chelley, we have to talk because this is a podcast. We can't just raise our hands.
I do think she's overreacting. And I think they're both true, by the way. I think she is overreacting, but I think what she's reacting to is that she prioritized the attention of men over their friendship.
See, now I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm gonna preface this by saying I love Chelley. Now I think Chelley is doing a power play. First of all, supposedly she and Ace really walked in with like this little pact. You know, they're dating and they want to win the money. But I also think she has a thing for Chris, and now she's a little jealous. She wants both men's attentions in case she has to go back and forth. So now Huda's sort of like ruining that for her because she wants both options. I mean, Chelley went back and forth. She went back twice to Chris.
That's not fair either. Then that's not fair either.
Right. I'm saying it's everybody. These girls were. It wasn't like this last year. I don't remember. It wasn't this sexual last year. This was very sexual. That's what I'm saying. Everybody did that. So to slut shame her, I feel like is unfair.
I don't.
I'm saying it again because I'm like I'm not even a Huda fan, but like
I don't think she was slut shaming her. I think she was saying you prioritized.
But that's like saying you went too far, but like everybody went too far. Everybody was like making out and going down. I mean, everybody was doing that. All the guys were doing it. Ace loved it. I mean, he got a hard on because that's what he got mad about.
In my mind, both are true. I think that I can understand what Chelley's saying about the friendship piece of it. And I think everybody went too far. It was really a sexual.
But that's sort of like, it's a game. So if you don't do that, you're not going to get anybody's heart rate up, you know?
Well, apparently she went further than what we saw. I mean, from what I read.
Supposedly was. That's why the guys were like gaping. Right. I agree with that. We didn't see everything, but I feel like.
She obviously thinks that she did something wrong herself because she says in the whatever, it's not called the confessional on the show, whatever it's called, that she's like, Huda, you're such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I shouldn't have done that.
No, so, she went a little too far.
Clearly, yes.
But I mean, you know what? They're all showing off. I mean, I can understand it because it's like, that's the challenge. You're showing off. I don't think she likes Ace. You know what I mean? She's never been hitting on Ace the whole time.
No, she was about her getting the attention of the man. By the way, she did say this one thing, which I thought was a very weird comment. What?
She kind of breaks my heart a little bit.
She does me too. She said something like, would it have been different if I were ugly or something like that? She made that comment. It's a very weird comment.
No, I think it's like, first of all, it's sort of like because she thinks Chelley feels threatened by her.
No, it's because she's like, I'm very sexy. Like,
No, I think it's more like, it's because I'm pretty. If I was not attractive, you wouldn't have cared.
I think she was saying like, yes. I mean, I think she it's a strange comment.
It's what she's saying is you're threatened by me. And I think Chelley is threatened by her.
I think she is threatened by her. Yeah. I do. And I think you're right, Julie.
I think Chelley.
I think she is. I think she wants the attention of both these men because she has Ace and she has Chris and she hasn't decided yet. She's going to play them both.
But I don't think, first of all, I personally think that Ace and Chelley came in with a plan, and I don't think she's threatened by anybody. They are trying to take this to the end.
By the way, they're 100% not going to win because if you go on social media, everybody knows it. So they're like, they're not going to get the money. We're not giving them the money.
Everybody's talking about it.
So that's not going to happen for them.
It's not going to happen. But That's why I don't think she's threatened. She knows where she's going with this.
Yeah.
I don't think there are really going to be any couples that come out of this. I mean, real couples.
Let's talk about, okay, I want to get your take on Sierra and Nick, because I felt like their date was very weird and kind of fake. And I feel like, and I like Sierra as a cool girl, but I thought she was very like performative with their date. Like their date wasn't that great. And then she came back with like a Summer Lovin' John Travolta date. Like the girls were like, tell me how it was. It was like Summer Lovin' had me a blast. And she's like, she romanticized it. I'm like, kind of like, that's not really how it went. And then today everyone's doing a play-by-play of the date. And his face was weird. Like his reactions to what she was saying was not that great. Then somebody, everyone on TikTok has all this time. They do these clips. They showed his face when he was talking to Olandria, and his face was like absolutely dazzled by her. It was a completely different reaction.
Okay, I did not believe the Nick and Olandria thing for
Me
one.
neither.
I think he's very sexually attracted to her.
I don't think so. I think they are friends and they are very honest with each other and they have each other's back and they're happy that they saved each other to still be there. But honestly, I think that was genuine.
I don't think she liked him, but I think he likes her. That's what I think.
I don't.
That's my personal opinion. I do.
I think he really, really loves. I think he really likes Sierra. I think Sierra is convincing herself to like him.
I don't even think they're having good sex. I don't think so. I think they're both talking themselves into it.
They're admittedly not having good sex. The first time was 25 seconds, and then he's like, "I made it to 40." I'm like, "What? Like what?"
And I feel like she's dying to be like the cute couple. I don't know. It's fake to me. That's not. And I only can compare it to Serena and Cordell.
Listen, I think she wants to win, and that's the bottom line. And she wants to convince America that
exactly. It's performative. We're adorable. We're the number one couple. Vote for us. That's what it is.
Yeah. Number one couple. They're the only couple. I mean, they're the only couple.
Well, no. Okay, this takes me to. I find Chris such a man, so mature. The things he says to Huda are so mature, and he's so kind and sensitive. And I feel like he wants to take care of her. And at the end of the episode, I'm like, are they going to win it all? Are they going to be the upset?
Something.
She goes from almost losing, almost getting kicked off to winning. I don't know.
She can hold herself together. We'll see. Like
listen, Chelley is not allowing her to apologize, and she is not backing down. So I don't see how this gets resolved. And now the girls are divided.
Yeah. And also social media. Okay, Huda thinks everybody hates her. People love her. So she has 1 million followers on TikTok. Jeremiah has 1 million followers on TikTok, and nobody else is coming close to that except for Jalen, who left. So they are out. So the people who are voting love her.
Who's the other one that has the
Jalen, who left, the guy who they voted off.
Jalen. Oh, the guy who just got his passport for this.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but he got 1 million endorsements. I mean, he's traveling the world. Yeah, so he's doing good, but he's 1 million followers. So he has 1 million followers. Huda just got 1 million today, and Jeremiah got 1 million today.
Guys, we need to go on Love Island.
Oh my God, those bathing suit challenges would not be good for us.
We would go to Love Hotel.
Exactly.
They're like, sorry, you're not going to make Love Island, but you're heading to Love Hotel because Earl the Pearl is still available.
All I need is like some footage of Mary in the sleep sack.
I'm like, because one of my comments about this is, who is cleaning the villa?
I know.
Seems
somebody
like
has to be.
No, and my other crazy comment, this is my other crazy thing. I turned to Jane last night, we were talking about it. She's like, oh my God, I'm saying the same thing. We only see them eat breakfast.
No, they eat. They have catering. They just go on the show.
I know they're eating, but like, why do we never? It's not like I think they're starving them after breakfast, but like
they don't want them eating on TV. I know it's the same thing for all the shows. They don't want them eating on TV.
Crazy though. They bring the breakfast, but you never even see them nibble it. Like you see them eating like out of a little bowl of chips every now.
By the way, they have this whole thing. They cleanse them in the morning, so they have flat stomachs. Did you read this whole thing?
Will they rub their stomachs?
Yes, they make them do. There's a certain body oil they need to be using. Like there's a whole. I'll send you the article. It's amazing.
Oh.
They have 5 things that they have to do each day, especially the women.
Wait to look better on camera. To look better on camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, send it immediately. I'm at the beach. Like, I need to get on this Love Island thing right away.
No offense. I'm not sure it's going to work on you.
It doesn't work on Menno Belly.
You would need P. Diddy's oil from his room.
Exactly. I would need a gallon. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I really do like Chris. I like him. I think he's a good guy.
First of all, I think he's adorable.
Yeah,
And he's so mature. He's so much more mature than everybody.
How about Chris and Ace next to each other?
Oh, that was hysterical.
Hysterical.
It's like baby nephew.
Hysterical. It was like the movie was like
Ace was all like, brother, like he was like almighty. I'm like,
yeah.
He can.
I think Ace was actually enamored by him. I mean, Chris is like such a cool guy. He was trying to be like the tough guy, and then like Chris won him over. Before I know it, he's like, "Okay, brother."
Everybody's enamored by Chris. He wins everybody over.
He does.
He really does.
Listen, I hope Chris wins, and if it's with Huda and people love Huda, then so be it.
Let's bring in Dan for the closing hot take.
Okay.
Oh wait, Dan's doing it?
Yeah, Dan.
Wait, I must have walked away to get my Nuun powder.
Dan.
I saw him walking through the background. Now you can't get him back.
Exactly. Closing hot take time.
Closing takes?
Yeah, just for you. You could.
All right, Dan, give us a closing hot take.
Hi, Dan. Hot husband. Hot husband.
TikTok superstar.
You wrote notes?
So she's not letting me sit. This is par for the course. Okay, so I get a call from Meredith that she needs to have an MRI done. So of course I say, just tell me when it is. I'll drop everything. I will be there. I would not miss this. So it's 2:00. Here's the MRI place. It's on the, on the side of the highway. Great. So I show up as any normal person would 15 minutes early. I walk in. The nurse says, are you getting an MRI? No, my wife is, she'll be here in a few minutes. Says, well, let me put you on the list because, I don't want you to lose your place. Okay, great. Go sit down. 5:03, 3:00, 3:05. Meredith Young? Oh, I'm so sorry. She's not here yet. She's not here yet? She's getting the MRI? Nope, she's not here yet. So she said, let me put her on the list. I'm sure she'll be here. 3:15. Meredith Young? I'm so sorry. Please take her off this list. She's just simply not here. Now I'm getting texts. I'm at the hospital at the radiation room. Why aren't you here? Well, we're not supposed to be at the hospital. We're actually supposed to be at the MRI place that you sent me that I 5 minutes ago. So she strolls in at like 3:25, tells the nurse her name, and the nurse looks at her and goes, do you know how long your husband's been here?
Oh, no.
Well, no. But anyway, so we go in. So
You're not the hero of the story.
I am the hero of this story, as you will soon know. So now the nurse says, as you were told in your welcome packet, you can't have any jewelry on.
Oh, here we go.
Welcome packet. Ma'am, you got a welcome packet. It was in there kind of with an air of, and by the way, any normal person would know not to wear jewelry to an MRI.
Magnetic resonance imaging.
Turns around, ups the hair, and every piece of jewelry that she has ever purchased is on 4 times as much as her daily. Like we went to the P.O. box and got her special occasion jewelry. I am under Cleopatra. Like things, tennis bracelets, like just in a gob somewhere. So now she looks in the room and she's, oh no, I was told I would have an open MRI machine. So now the bless your hearts come out. Now the woman has had it. This is now the Southern Charm. Bless your heart, ma'am. This facility doesn't have open MRI machines. I'm sure you weren't told that. No. I was told I would have an MRI machine that was open. Again, since we don't have those, it's pretty unlikely that you were told that.
Told you that.
Well, I can't do this. I'm going to need Xanax. We're going to have to reschedule. So now I am like, okay, we're not rescheduling. I'm not going through this again. I will go in there with you and we'll do this in the closed machine and we'll make it work. So the nurse says, that's great. Just here's the dressing room is right there. You're going to have to put on this gown. I said, oh, you mean her? No, she said, you too. Nothing can be in the room. So I said, okay, but do I need a dressing room just to put it over my clothes? She's no, you have to take off everything and get in the gown.
Naked
so
with the gown.
I said, surely you mean my underwear and t-shirt are okay. Nope, you have to be 100% naked. So I put on this gown that's made for like a 12-year-old.
For your MRI?
For her MRI, we're like
one room in any normal stuff.
One of my butt cheeks is out at any given time. Like I'm parading around this place naked.
I'm like, Dan, you're hanging out. He's like, shut up.
So now, because everybody hates her so much, they're now being a little testy with me too. She's going to be in this machine. You are going to hold her hand through the machine, and you have to stand perfectly still. So I'm like, oh, great, 30, 45 seconds for 15 minutes.
No,
So
it was 40 minutes.
she said 15 at first. So basically, I now have to like sort of get my hand in the machine,
In the tube.
and stand perfectly still. And she said, and if you don't, we're going to have to do this all over again.
Yeah.
So now she goes in, and I hear from inside the machine, Dan, I can feel you moving. You're shifting your feet. I can feel it. And I'm in this like, last challenge in Survivor to see who gets to make fire, like, staying as still as I can. Why are you doing this? We're going to have to do it again. And then the last little pièce de résistance is then I hear, Dan, can you tickle the underside of my wrist to calm me down? So in top of all this, I have to wedge my pinky out of her kung fu grip and somehow tickle her wrist. That is 100% true. These people
Honestly,
threw a wad of knotted jewelry, and they could not get us. They hated us so much, this MRI, and it was just
you literally win Husband of the Year every year.
Wait, and I thought you're not supposed to move during an MRI.
You're not supposed to move, but you're not supposed to have somebody halfway in the machine with you holding you in there because you didn't take a Xanax.
For 5 seconds. He would have even gone to meet me there. Like, I am telling you, you are winner, chicken dinner.
Knows that he's married to somebody who's super anxious, and I never would have done it if he didn't come. Never.
I kind of felt like
married. That's a big fear of yours. You did it.
I feel like Julie and listeners, that the tone of the whole thing might have been different had she not been 25 minutes late and pissed everybody off the start.
Agreed.
And that was not anxiety. That was just, I don't care about anyone else's time but my own.
That's brain fog.
No, that was
the wrong place.
That was your anxiety, and it was your, I'm just going to tie it into maybe menopause. Does it stretch?
Okay.
Listen.
So it ties back into the whole theme of the pod.
Just try to keep it on theme.
Full circle. Love it.
I don't know if this is actually recording, so let's. Thanks, Dan. Bye, Hotties, and follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, and please like and comment on the pod.
And subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.